Hello guys, the end is near, the end of this year, and while I had some things going on which affected my real life in a more or less positive way, more about that in a different video by the way, my PC called Heinrich has also had some changes again. But that actually happened a couple of months ago, I just didn't get around to show you what has changed. To finally do that, my little friend called Jimmy is going to help me today, who has the same voice like I have. What are the odds, right? Say hello, Jimmy. Hello! Alrighty then, let's get down to Heinrich. Jimmy, get down there. My LimPu, could you please open the case? Like, seriously? Oh yeah, totally forgot that, sorry. Thank you. Okay then, so in the previous setup video you have seen a very basic gaming PC. Graphics card, CPU and some RAM and hard drives of course. But all of that has been expanded a little to improve the raw gaming performance. First of all, you most definitely have noticed already that there is a second EVGA GTX970 SSC in here which runs an SLI with the 970 you have seen in the previous setup too. In order to achieve or even unlock SLI, the MSI Gaming 3 motherboard has been replaced with a MSI Gaming 7. You probably can tell by the little temperature indicator on the left. If you look up a little, we can see the Corsair Vengeance 32GB RAM kit, which is now running at 1600 MHz instead of 1600. The reason for it running at a little higher speed is because of the CPU, which has been bumped to 4.63 GHz. It's still the 4790K, just a tiny little over. It could go further in terms of clock speed, but a voltage tweak would be necessary, which was avoided by going no further than 4.63 GHz. The CPU is cooled by a Corsair H110, which you may know from the previous video. The fans of the radiator are still working in push-pull, nothing has changed there. Now then, let's talk a bit about storage. First of all, the primary drive is now a secondary hard drive because a couple SSDs have taken its place. Those SSDs are Mushkin Chronos with a capacity of 240GB each. They run in RAID and oh, I can hear some of you already, you shouldn't run RAID, like never because of reasons. I'll get to that later. With the RAID I achieved about 1200MB in read and about 1000 in write. Fast, innit? As you may know, SSDs are prone to have some issues and eventually fail altogether. I only have Windows and some games installed on them, nothing really important. Just stuff which could be replaced with ease and in case one of them fails. To store every other game, video files and whatnot, I have a couple of Western Digital Caviar Blue 1TB also running in RAID 0. They're not as fast as SSDs, but you can definitely tell the difference between a single drive and the RAID those are running in. When I render videos, I don't export them onto one of those RAID drives, I use the third and last Caviar Blue to export the files onto it. Basically, when I'm encoding videos with Premiere Pro or After Effects, those programs use something called Media Cache, which is set up on the Western Digital RAID drive. To increase the render speed quite a lot, you shouldn't export the video onto the same drive the Media Cache is stored on, simple as that. Also, the Western Digital drive works as a backup for very important stuff and documents. Now, why am I not afraid of running storage in RAID? Well, think about it this way, if you have everything on a single drive and it fails, restoring that data will be very expensive or even impossible. And same goes for a RAID drive. You pay a shitload of money to get your data back, or you won't get it back at all. Obviously, the chance of losing all your data rises once you put two instead of one variable in place, but I'm willing to take that risk for the sake of speed. My most important data, which I would have to get back in case of a hard drive failure, are stored in a private cloud anyway, which runs consecutive backups and drive checks anyway. Last but not least, everything is powered up by a Corsair RM1000 power supply. If you believe it or not, at the time I bought it, it was cheaper than the RM850, which would have been plenty enough for running SLI. But as the RM1000 was cheaper, I went for this one. And all of that gaming stuff is safely stored in a Corsair Graphite 780T case. And that's it. Thanks for your tour, Jimmy. Yeah guys, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and until we see us again, stay safe and out of trouble.